Hey everybody, it's Rob here. So we were testing the new Ring of Red Furor and saw if we could implement it in our Nightmare Dungeon setup. We were dropping the Bold Chieftain here. It's gonna basically give us a little less cooldown on our shouts, but we have still the Martial Glyph. It still allows us for some good cooldown reduction, and basically every second hit of our Hoda now is a crit. And also an overpower if you play around with it, and I'll just show you the run here. It's pretty crazy, or at least looking to be. So here we just go, boom, overpower all the time. Boom, overpower. Like every second hit basically, right? Like you just keep an eye out for the buff. Like here, this is 2 hits. Now we are guaranteed to crit again for the next time. So we can just like, you can kill these monsters, you don't have to. You can just go around here and then boom. So this hit won't crit, but the second one will always. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Like we just go around and like do 2 hits every time, and that allows us to have the next hit a guaranteed crit. Like, look, I don't know what it's hitting for. It's hitting for a lot. Just need to make sure you always hit twice, because you need to spend 70 times 2 resources for the big hits. So like this, boom, 400 million, just like that, and then do another hit. So you get the buff, right? And I missed one of the objectives. But you see here, sometimes the list is too full and you don't see how many buffs you have. So that's a little bit of a problem that maybe Blizzard can fix with a better UI. And now it's going to be a big hit again. Yeah, so you can see, like, I cannot always see my buffs, which is a little annoying. So you just gotta, like, have it in you, basically, to count to 2, basically, yes? 2. 1, 2. See, we have it correct now. Obviously here we need to just kill all the monsters, which we did now. Then another hit. So see, now we have the icon again. Just, I just gotta watch out or count to 2. Could be hard for some, I know. At least when you're like playing the game, right? So you always just do 2 hits and you will always crit the next one. And then if you wait a bit, it will also guarantee you an overpower hit. Okay, now we have a archery shrine, so we can also just blast. But yeah, boom, there are 200 million. I gotta pick this key. So it's just going. And we can just wait, like now we loaded our gun basically. I mean, we can wait until the archer shrine runs out here as well. Just to demonstrate on the boss. You see here, we gotta wait a second until the shrine is out. Okay, we hit him once, but that's fine. And we just do boom and kill him in one shot, basically. And then you do another hit, and you can load the Furor Ring already for the next run. As I'm leveling my blue glyphs, because everything is leveled, nothing more to level. So let's do like one more Nightmare Dungeon here. Sirocco, just open. This also frees up your elixir slot. So previously we were always not forced to play, but it was always the best to play with the cruelty elixir here for crit. But now we can either play resourcefulness for more resources. This is what I do here for Nightmare Dungeons. But you can also do, when we have the new endgame system, play the armor potion. This one here, for example, which gives you another 900 armor, because we already have like 8.5. We went a bit more defensive in our, we'll go over the entire setup in a bit. We went a bit more defensive here with tenacity instead of overpower nodes here, so we got a bit of armor. But yeah, if you're rocking another 900 armor, we're already like close to like 9.5k, which is then multiplied by 1.6. So we need 13,000 armor. And what you can also do is switch in your Doombringer, and you get a total of 33k life. 33,000 life, which is a lot. But right now, for these speed farms, we prefer Edgemaster here. And yeah, let's do another run. You see, we have the buff already, so our gun is ready. We can either like just decide to skip this, kill it, it doesn't matter. But for now, I just want to go find at least an elite or something. But here we can go, boom. Then you always just do the 2 hits, and you hit for like some crazy amounts, basically, yes. And see, we are pretty tanky, even if we are not attacking all the time. So we got the gun loaded again here with our icon. So now we can just, like if we want, we can just go here and boom, blow it up with 300 million. Boom, boom. Just do 2 hits. And I mean, you don't even have to necessarily like count it. And here our Iron Skin helps a lot when there's a lot of poison like this. As I walk into poison. But you see here, if this happens to you, like Doombringer could help you a lot. But yeah, you should probably not stand in those explosions, just AFKing while you try to explain the rotation. 1, 2, you see now you have it again, the buff. Now we can go the other way. And we go down left. Obviously we will have a way tankier setup than this. But this is tanky enough for the normal runs. When you not showcasing the build. I guess. So here we can go again here and just boom shoot it for 400 million. And it gets pretty crazy like that. We have lots of buffs as well. And you can play some injured damage reduction as well if you like. That helps you a ton out as well. So now we're going to the top here. Notice we still have like all our movement speed and stuff. We're still pretty fast. See, as we press some of our shouts, the other shouts like get some cooldown off here. And obviously this damage is super overkill. But it might be needed for the new endgame system. And we don't know exactly what we need, like if we should completely focus on toughness or not. Or what exactly we should do there. See, we have 2 stacks again now. And we can just go, and even if this guy has like, I don't know, 400 million health, you'd probably still kill it very fast. Here we go away, smash the rotation. You can also just right click like in this content, but I think when you're in the high content, you definitely wanna play around with your rotation a lot more. Boom, boom. Now we have another shrine here, obviously. Channeling is pretty crazy. You can just spam all our skills, and yeah, that's the dungeon basically. And here we go, upgrading our last blue glyph, yay! Yeah, we might need 20k armor, and I have a variant of this as well, of course. So, right now, this is the normal variant, the Grandfather Nightmare Dungeon version. And if you go under the builds, put all the links in the description. You can check for the more tanky version that you then play with Doombringer, which would be the arbitrary push. So here you would play Doombringer in the setup. But both is good, both is really good. And we have the new glyph in here that completely changes things, like it's a completely new board. But for now we're testing, like it's either the Ring of Furor or Echoing. Oh, not Echoing, sorry. This one is actually wrong. This one needs to be Echoing. And Bold Chieftain is the one that we dropped currently. We're experimenting around a bit, but both of them seem to work really good. So this is the rest of the setup. We're playing Harlequin's Crest, Disobedience, Relentless, Berserker. This one gives us Berserking all the time, basically. You just hit and run, basically. And you just need to do these like 2 hits for it to work. We can go once more in the dungeon and get the rotation right, basically. But even if you don't do it, the build is so strong in this type of content because you don't see your buffs, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, it was there, the buff all along, but you didn't see it. But the great thing is like it counts for itself, like the hit that you overpower with, like 1, 2. So every second hit is always a crit, guys. Crit, non-crit, and now crit again, right? Like every second hit, basically, if you just keep hammering away. So you never want to stop doing 1 hammer and then not doing another hammer, because that will waste a hit, right? You always want to do 1, 2 hammers. So you get 70 fury because you only have 3 seconds with the ring. But yeah, if you want the speediest setup, I guess if you have a very strong character, Bold Chieftain is still the play. But this one is going to be particularly useful to switch on the boss, for example, like you will guarantee your crits on the boss, plus guaranteed overpower from Banished Lord Talisman, from Blood Boil, from your Paragon board. Pretty insane stuff. But yeah, as you can see here when I walk into those poison explosions, if you want a complete mindless setup, you need to build even more tanky. We already did drop some damage because we're hitting for 400, 500, half a billion here, and it's completely overkill. So I was just, for big numbers, I was playing Resourcefulness, but you can probably play Iron Skin Elixir, and you see here, I get a lot more tanky. Like now we have almost like 9k armor. And if I keep this open here, and we're going up, yeah, all the way to like 13k, in which 13.5 is the max, so it's probably a good number to hit here. And we'll see in the Abattoir of Zir. Again, we can drop our Tybet's Will and be more tanky here. We can switch in the Doombringer if you have it, if you want to. Gives you another defensive aspect, also gives you lucky hit. That's why we go lucky hit on the gloves here as well, also for the imprint. But yeah, Tybet's Will obviously gives you resources, right? You just dash. And what you probably don't want to do, I need to redo my bar because Blizzard does not allow a way to de-level Metamorphosis. So right now my Metamorphosis is level 3, but this is actually a nerf to my character. It would be better to have Metamorphosis at level 1, so it only lasts for 2 seconds, because with Tybet's Will, you only get the resources when you actually become unstoppable. But if you already are unstoppable, which I am for 4 seconds, I can't get the resources again. You see here, I dash, then I reset my cooldowns, and then I dash again and I don't get it, right? I can reset my cooldowns with the attacks reduce evade cooldown, and this also works for shouts. So if you dash and you shout, you see the cooldown resets, and then I can dash again. But I won't get resources because I still have the chain above my head. See this one here, which is the indicator that I'm unstoppable. So here, if I wait until the chain is gone and then I do it, I get the resources again. But I need to wait 4 seconds. So it's very bad actually. And yeah, unfortunately, this bricked my character, and ideally for the new endgame system, I'm gonna level a new Barbarian. Sadly, there's no other way. Maybe Blizzard could fix this. To get Metamorphosis back to level 1, basically, for the 2-second duration. But yeah, else we're playing Blood Boil, Metamorphosis, Prayer of the Weak. This also makes the target vulnerable. These two combinations, it also gives us the X multiplier. And yeah, that's how we're rocking it, basically. We also have Sanguine Race for Fortify, and Resilience for damage reduction while we're injured. Then we're rocking movement speed on our boots, like this one is amazing. It just gives you max movement speed whenever you press your shots. It's pretty cool. We have Limitless Rage here. This one we just generate so much fury with our Echoing Loop. And the new ring actually is really crazy because it gives us 27% resource generation, right? Which normal rings can only roll up to 18. So I need to farm a better one here. I need to stop slacking. But we'll do that before the new endgame Abattoir of Zir is coming out, start of December. Yep. Then we have the Quake. Obviously here, main stat overpower close, berserking on both. Here, I would recommend you switch Edgemaster here. You could also put Edgemaster, like if you do the Doombringer switch, you can also put Edgemaster on your gloves potentially. But I like to have the berserking there. Really depends on what you want to do. Then we have the Grandfather. Now this one can also be Earthstriker. Or put Edgemaster on the 2-hander, play Earthstriker on the 1-hander if you do not have Grandfather. Echoing Fury here. Or again, both Chieftain, but I prefer definitely playing Echoing Fury here for the Fury. Because you need, for the Ring of Furor to really work, like you need to have the Fury to just smash twice every time. So to get the buff, you get the overpower, it's really insane. And then we have the Talisman Amulet, really crazy combination with the guaranteed crit, the guaranteed overpower, the multiplier for overpower, the multiplier for crit, the multiplier for crit, another guaranteed overpower in our Paragon board. Super crazy stuff. Skill trees looking like this. Hoda, we went like pretty defensive. Actually, I still have 3 points in Groundstorm because I did some other build. That's obviously not what you want to have, so we are missing some damage reduction here. Or you can also take, I think I prefer this, at least for speedruns, you take the movement speed. But this comes down a bit to personal preference. So we have Rallying Cry, or the buffs, we have Iron Skin for healing, Challenging Shout for fury, movement speed, berserking support, shout support. Again, you can switch these, whatever you like. Pit Fighter for close, Fortify, counter offensive. You can also put, if you want to be more tanky, you can put 3 points in here instead of movement speed, right? You can do this. That also works. So more toughness even. You can go very tanky for the Abattoir of Zir. Overpower 1.45 multiplier, Wallop multiplier. We don't put anything here because we already have so crazy damage, we don't need it. We have Wrath the Berserk, Unbridled Rage, all the good damage stuff. And then Paragon board, I did some slight changes. So we have Crusher Glyph in the starter board. Don't take any of the offensive stuff here. Don't really need more additive with the crazy amount of overpower here we get from things like Dominate and stuff. And yeah, you could put the other 2 points here for even another 40 additive. I don't know where I have them right now, probably like in the armor notes somewhere. Yeah, like here. You don't necessarily need these. But yeah, more armor is always decent, but here this gives you more damage again, 40%. Then we're rocking Decimator, this is proc by Metamorphosis. Big iron multiplier here. This one is Berserking damage is additive and it's also a multiplier with all Blood Rage, which becomes really crazy. You see here 1.75, like almost basically double damage. It's insane. We have Marshal to rock. We have Bulwark, Bone Breaker. Like here actually up here is one missing. You definitely want this one here. Damage reduction of Fortify. Yeah, I was switching around a lot. I put the updated stuff in the planner, the optimized board. And yeah, I think in Arbitrary of Zir later we take Warbringer, but here we don't need it. We have Marshal. We have Wrath for Fury generation. We have extra Fury on kill here and all the Berserking nodes. Plus Blood Rage with the big multiplier. And yeah, that's the build, guys. Hit everything for 500 million. And these monsters, they have like, what, 40 million HP? So you're super overkill. We'll see how the Arbitrary of Zir is going to be. Like, maybe you need to focus more on survivability. But maybe you just focus on damage and just go in. Like, my idea was, you know, you load your gun like I have here. And you wait for your shout cooldowns. And you go in, the Arbitrary of Zir, you go in. Like, press your shouts, go, and then make one big hit, boom, kill everything and go out again, right? Like, go backwards in this case. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see how it's gonna go. There's some good potential here with the Barbs, one-shot potential, and you're gonna have a lot of toughness when you go in with Challenging Shout. As long as it's running, and then you run out again, then you go back in. But we'll see, guys. I'll do a dedicated video about the Arbitrary of Zir setup. But yeah, guys, I put the plan in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, my friends. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, leave a like or a comment. I'm also live on Twitch almost every day, so come and say hi.